Mazda's CX-90 three-row SUV is severely underrated and quite honestly brings into question what luxury actually means to you. I'm going to show you why the biggest baddest car Mazda has made should be near the top of your list if you want that premium, upscale, near luxury feel without the luxury price tag. Let's get into it. Real quick before the video starts, if you guys like the video, then please hit the like button and leave a comment. Engagement of any kind, even if you hate the video, really helps boost the channel. I'm looking to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you like the content, consider subscribing. Thanks. Okay, back into it. Again, this is a three-row SUV. I have the Turbo Preferred Plus trim, which is on the lower end of the trim ladder. Personally, I've always been mildly annoyed that car companies only provide the highest trim level to reviewers, which is cool and all, great for marketing, but I've always been curious about the lower trims, the volume trims that most people are actually gonna buy. You never really see those. Well, now you can, so stick around. And in the Mazda CX90, we have a 3.3 liter eSkyactiv Turbo Inline 6 standard, 280 horsepower, 332 pound-feet of torque. All CX90s have a 48 volt mild hybrid system with an 11 kilowatt hour motor that provides an extra 16 horsepower and 113 pound-feet of torque. We got an 8-speed automatic transmission. All-wheel drive is standard on all trims. We get really good MPG numbers for a turbo V6. 24 in the city, 28 on the highway. For reference, the CX-5 with its 4 cylinders and no turbos gets 26 in the city, 31 on the highway. The mild hybrid system is definitely putting in work. And starting at this particular trim, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Any trim below this, it's limited to 3,500 pounds. For cargo, we have 15 cubic feet behind the third row, 40 cubic feet behind the second row, and 74 cubic feet with both rows folded. As tested, this one sits at 44,870, which is actually a lot of car for the money, and we'll get into the inside soon. Now for the exterior, if you don't know by now, I love Mazda's design language. I have a CX-5 of my own. Link in description if you want to see that review. We have lots of flowy, curvy lines in this gorgeous soul red. I honestly don't care for red on cars, but Mazda's red is the only red I actually really like. Honestly, pretty basic 19-inch wheels, but they're inoffensive. We got LED lights all around. The back is definitely doing something funky to my brain because it looks exactly like this Hot Wheels. Either way, the proportions with the long hood definitely gives it some presence and the vibe of a luxury car, even in this lower trim. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thankfully, the elegance continues inside the cabin with this beautiful two-tone design. This is called greige leather, and it really brightens up the interior. Just about everything you touch is soft touch, even the knee bopper on the side. In this trim and lower, we have a 10.3-inch display with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. 8 speakers. You got to move up to the Turbo Premium trim to get the Bose sound system. We got a heads-up display, which is super nice. It's extremely simple and modern without being boring. You know what I mean? The seats are wide and comfortable. Now in this trim, you can get 8 seats or 7 seats with the captain's chairs. This one here is the 8-seater. Yes, this does have a third row, but really it's not for adults unless you're okay with removing your legs. They do give us 2 USB-C ports per row, so even in the third row, it's got USB ports, cup holders, and vents. So it's not completely an afterthought, it's just in a car that's too small. In motion, I kind of wish they updated the old Zoom Zoom commercials, because yeah, this is definitely the driver's SUV that's not a luxury brand. It's definitely not floaty, so if that's what you're looking for, you're gonna have to look elsewhere. It's taut, it's tight. It has a feeling like it's on rails and curves, but it's still comfortable. It's a sportier suspension. We only have 3 drive modes here in this trim: normal, sport, and off-road mode. Power for passing that Prius C camping in the fast lane is more than enough. Now, for things that are kind of meh, storage has always been abysmal in Mazdas. I guess non-existent is the correct word for it. Yeah, this is a slot, not storage. I can fit maybe 2 phones in here, and that's it. Second Mazdaism, there is 0 ambient lighting in here. 0. Like, I can't believe we're still in 2024 and they can't put lights in their cars. Probably the biggest con here that gives it away that this actually isn't a luxury car is the wind noise, and the road noise is louder than I'd like it to be. If they could quiet these down, honestly, this that would probably elevate this to luxury status in my eyes. Lastly, the wireless charger needs something to stop my phone from sliding on every single turn. Like literally just a tiny little notch would fix it. Please fix it. Overall, the CX90 is a lovely place to spend time. Mazdas are amazing road trip cars. I took my CX-5 on a road trip from California to Colorado, and not once did I ever feel fatigued in my seat. The ride was comfortable on and off road, and that long haul comfort is turned up to 11 here. So if you do a lot of driving, this is a great option. Great fuel economy, plug-in hybrid options available, very quick, handles supremely well, nearly lavishly adorned without being pretentious about it. It carries itself like it is a luxury car. There's so much to like here. Honestly, this is the perfect sweet spot for me, where you're getting right at the edge of luxury, but for $10,000 to $15,000 less. So, what do you guys think of the CX90? Is it luxury to you? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.